Good evening, everyone. I'm Alan Cohn, and welcome to ABC 7 at 7. Red Tide. It sounds like the title of a gory horror film or the name of a college football team. But in reality, red tide means dead fish littering our beautiful beaches, and it is spreading. Red tide is a naturally occurring algae bloom producing toxins lethal to fish and other marine life. It is back on the Suncoast with a vengeance. It's spreading, and it's making a lot of people worried. Tonight, we separate fact from fiction, cause and effect. But first, our top 7 stories at 7. A deadly tanker crash on I-75 last Friday resulted in the spill of thousands of gallons of fuel. As we learned yesterday, some of it leaked into Northport's water supply. Tonight, the Department of Environmental Protection is saying there is no threat of contamination. Despite efforts from cleanup crews, some fuel was able to leak into the creeks surrounding a water treatment facility. The plant was shut down, and water is now coming from other sources. For now, Public Works says the water is coming from your tap water is safe.
We did have a couple heavy rainstorms between Friday night and Monday. So what happened is the swale system along I-75 where the oil was contained had breached come Monday morning.
At this time, Northport's water supply is coming from alternative sources, including the Peace River. Now to Siesta Key, where residents are raising concern over a massive wastewater discharge. Sarasota County says more than 3 million gallons of partially treated wastewater was discharged into the Siesta Key Grand Canal nearly a month ago. The controlled spill was done when the treatment facility reached capacity because of stormwater from Hurricane Hermine. Experts say there is no reason for concern, but residents are saying, wait a minute.
We just moved to the neighborhood about a month ago, and it was brought to our attention, and we feel that we're far enough downstream that it doesn't affect us, but it is a concern since it is waste going into our water.
The wastewater treatment facility on Siesta Key was scheduled to shut down this year. The closing date has been extended to the end of next year. The late, great Hurricane Hermine is officially a disaster. The president signing a disaster declaration for the state of Florida today. Federal aid will now be available for areas affected by Hurricane Hermine earlier this month. However, the declaration is limited to 8 counties for the moment and doesn't include Sarasota, Manatee, or Charlotte. FEMA says as damage assessments are completed, additional counties may be added to the declaration. A big business deal on Sarasota's Bayfront. Marina Jack is announcing a merger with Suntex Marina Investors. The Dallas-based company's portfolio already includes 34 marinas, both domestically and across the Caribbean. The city of Sarasota acts as the landlord for Marina Jack.
If it's a merger, they don't. And that's why we want to make sure that we take a look at it to ensure that, all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed in terms of what the lease speaks about for these types of partnerships. But if it's a merger, we, again, don't foresee any issues there that we will have to come before the City Commission to take any action.
Marina Jack opened in 1968. Operations at the marina and the restaurant will not be impacted. Sarasota police need your help locating a plant thief. Take a look at the surveillance video from outside Awesome Orchids on South Pineapple Avenue in downtown Sarasota. Detectives say a man stole potted plants from the business at the start of the month, and 2 weeks later, the store was hit again. More plants, along with a metal bench that had been bolted down to concrete, were also stolen. Items stolen were worth about $1,000. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 366-TIPS. Attention Venice residents, you may notice a lot of new folks starting to drop in. The City Council is approving a skydiving business out of the Venice Municipal Airport. The council denied similar requests in the past, but the city risked losing FAA funding after an assessment found skydiving could be done safely in the area. The owner of Skydive Venice Beach expects to begin operations within 30 days. Skydivers will be jumping from 2 miles out over the Gulf from 8,000 to 10,000 feet. And Bob, we have some concern about a potential storm that is coming in our direction.
Got that right, and I'll tell you what, This storm is not going to be like a Hermine, and it's already made its decision up. It's a tropical storm, and now it could become a hurricane by Friday morning. That's right, a hurricane, and it could be the biggest one of the season as we makes its way off toward the west. Now you can see the deep convection developing south of Martinique. That's where the center pretty much is. The upper level center is to the east of that. However, we are watching this move off to the west. There's the forecast path and track and the cone of uncertainty up to day 5, becoming a category 2. And it has 60-mile-an-hour winds already. By the way, the 60-mile-an-hour winds, it already makes it the 7th strongest storm of the season. And it's only a day into it, not even a day. It's moving to the west at 18 and the pressure at 1,008 millibars. We'll have more on the spaghetti models, if you will, a little bit later and talk about some problems we're going to have dealing with this storm down the road, say after day 5. Here's a look at the radar picture showing inland storms mainly today. There were a few coastal showers earlier. Those kind of faded away. And then there's a big line of storms moving into the north of us. You can see that line from Pasco, Hernando, all the way down into Pinellas County, some light to moderate rainfall there. Nothing heavy, but it just shows you there's a little piece of energy out there in the Gulf of Mexico, which will be moving through our area. So we're going to keep a chance for rainfall in the mix through the overnight hours. Right now, though, things not looking too bad. It's mostly cloudy, 85 degrees. Temperatures a little bit cooler because of the increased cloud cover. We'll take advantage of that. And the pressure 30.01 inches, and that is on the rise. The forecast, you see those symbols or icons of showers and storms scattered about all the way through the overnight. Low temperatures above average in the mid-70s. That rain chance, though, at 40%. And really not much rain going on there at all currently, Alan. So things looking pretty good as far as that goes for the next couple of hours. So you should be able to do your outdoor activities without much problem.
All right. Thanks a lot, Bob. And still to come, red tide levels are spiking on Suncoast waters as thousands of fish continue to wash ashore each day. We'll find out how the community is reacting when we come back.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here. Because
Why, you don't like my hair?
The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
no.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch The Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
If you want 24/7 access to ABC7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, dining segments, local events, Suncoast View, and more ABC7 specialty programming, now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC7 channel on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Your 24/7 access to ABC7. Just search ABC7 on your streaming device and download your free ABC7 app now.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Bobette Yates.
And I'm Don Brennan. Happy